All right, and welcome back, my friends. Thank you for standing by. The bad thing about that BRB screen, using that for a BRB screen, the bad thing about it is it kind of implies that the game I'm about to play is a jank game, and I would hate for someone to say that of our beloved Pikmin. Jank Timber has 31 days of the animation. I'm so happy you noticed that, Pookie. I pointed that out to Jelly. I don't think she did that on purpose, but it's so very appropriate, right? That it would be the calendar would be so jank that it has imaginary days. I really don't intend for this marathon to continue across all of I really don't intend for this marathon to continue across all of September. When we finish up with these jank games, I really want to move over to the Switch for a little while. We've got two after this Scooby game we're working on. We've got two, maybe three more games in this marathon. I'm thinking probably three. And then yeah, I'd like to play some games on the Switch for a while. I'm not exactly sure what, but I mean, I'd like to do Dark Souls. I'd like to do Horus. I'd like to maybe do the Cuphead DLC. We could take a look at Splatoon 3. I don't plan to actually do a playthrough of Splatoon 3, but we might play it one night just to take a look at it. Those are a few thoughts. But mostly Dark Souls, Horus, and Cuphead. I still have unfinished business in Hollow Knight, too. So Hollow Knight could also be on the menu for a while. But I like to play some stuff on the Switch for a couple weeks and then go back to retro. We're always going to come back to retro. So we're finished with our save file. I didn't actually mean to click on this. But there's our 201 out of 201 treasures. Took us just under 50 hours to get the true ending. So we're done with that. It's actually just the challenge mode that we want to look at right now. And so it looks like, if I understand this correctly, you get a white, so a leaf is anywhere that's available. You get a white flower for clearing an area, and you get a purple flower for getting a perfect score, which doesn't actually necessarily mean you have to get everything. You just have to get a score of a certain quality. I don't know if there's something better than purple flower or not, though. So let's take a look at one of the places we haven't been yet. I guess this lost toy box. Pookie is browsing the collection. You know, feel free if you have any questions about my collection, Pookie. If you're curious about something that doesn't show up, I do have games. I do have a handful of games that are not actually inventoried at this time. Okay. Oh no no no! We're not extending the marathon, Pookie. We're sticking to the rule. It's only Powerpuff Girls and Scooby Doo titles. We have to save some stuff for next year, right? For January. I haven't actually played Iggy's Wrecking Balls. I haven't actually played that. I think that's supposed to be a decent game, but I don't know. I hear a lot of stuff that turns out to not be true, so. Okay, and there's the geyser. I'm doing okay in most of the criteria, except time. I think that's a treasure, this crayon up here. It is. Really? Or one short? There we go. I think that's it. I think that's all the treasures. So once that's collected, we're going to head out. Yep, that's all the treasures. Let's get out of here. Let's see how we did. Perfect. Nice. Thank you for the trophies, cows. Okay, step one is to get ourselves some bulb orbs. Do you think you liked Musashi enough that you'll play the PS2 one eventually? I mean, I will definitely play the PS2 one. I have it, so I've got to play it eventually. Am I in a hurry to play it? No. Musashi really kind of annoyed me. Unfortunately, I do not have as high of an opinion of that game as other people do. It's not, you know, it's not a bad game, but it's not a great game. It's got some pretty seriously frustrating flaws. Where is the geyser? I still haven't finished Musashi. I have to fight the last boss. I played that kind of poorly. I definitely lost a lot more Pikmin than I should have. January game spotted Shaq Fu. Yeah, I need to play Shaq Fu again. Shaq Fu. Here's the thing. I actually think I like Shaq Fu better than Echo. Granted, I haven't played the whole game through, so that could easily change, but... my current opinion is that Shaq Fu is better than Echo the Dolphin. I really don't like the one. So one thing I really don't like about the challenge mode is your only cue for knowing if all the treasures have been cleared from a floor is a one-time auditory cue. It doesn't put the treasure radar down on the bottom corner. So if you're not listening for and you don't hear that sound, then you don't know if you've gotten all the treasures or not. I played Shaq Fu before. I think people blow out of proportion how bad it is, while simultaneously understanding why people think it's so bad. Because it is pretty bad. Yeah. Yeah, I think people exaggerate how bad that game is, too. Complete. Not perfect, but complete. Hothouse, Brawny Abyss, Red Chasm, Trampled Garden, and Twilight Garden. Alright, well, let's do these two-layer gardens first. I only get 3 Pikmin? Oh, this is gonna go poorly. Zero Tolerance on the Genesis. It's a game you really liked, but it's really jank. It's funny you say that, Greg, because last night after the stream, we raided a channel, Copernicus the Desert Wizard, and then after his stream, he raided another channel that I don't know. I don't remember if it was in Copernicus's stream or the one that he raided. But in one of those streams they were talking about the AVGN and just how unfortunate it is that so many people parrot his opinions about games. When a lot of times they're not even his real opinions. They're just opinions he has for comedic effect because of the nature of his show. But so many times people will parrot his opinions without ever playing any of the games that he talks about himself, for themselves, rather. Seen that with Castlevania 2, Greg says, yeah. He had a new episode today. Yeah, I actually, the Hudson Hawk, I actually watched that. I didn't really think a lot of the video. So yeah, I don't really have anything to say about it. It was pretty underwhelming. Uh-oh. Didn't know that game existed. Yeah, I'd never heard of it before. I'd never heard of the game or the movie. It is baffling to me how sometimes I get perfect scores and sometimes I get complete scores. That felt very far from a perfect performance. It's playable if you use the radar. I got pretty far and it takes some getting used to. Even the stuff like the first Wolfenstein on PC are probably better. I should have checked what this challenge was called. Oh, I can probably see that. If I pause? Nope. Are enemies all still worthless? I keep collecting all the enemies, but I think I'm wasting my resources. Yeah, enemies are pretty worthless. I don't think I'm going to collect them anymore. Oh no. Are you able to stream GBA games, by the way? Yes, Spooky Stan. Yeah, we've done a lot of GBA games. We play them on the... We use the GameCube. We use the Game Boy player for GBA games. We've done Metroids. Some of the Powerpuff Girls and Scooby-Doo games we've done have been GBA. Seems like a fun, bad movie, Hudson Hawk. Couldn't tell you. Collect a few of these enemies since I have nothing for these Pikmin to do while other ones are carrying stuff back. Next floor. No, that's actually, the Minish Cap is the next Zelda game that I'm going to do, Pookie. I'm probably not going to play it for a while, but that's the one I plan to play next. And no, I've never played Minish Cap. It'll be a first playthrough. Something to look forward to, right on. My plans for what to play and when are always pretty vague. But, like, I do have, like, rough ideas of, like I said, when we finish up with our Jank marathon, I'd like to play some games on the Switch for a while. At least until I can complete a playthrough of Dark Souls. And then after that, depending on how long that takes, like, I'd like to play a Resident Evil game, and I'd like to play Wild Arms and the Minish Cap are like the bigger games that I am thinking about playing, and in roughly that order. But I mean, you know, we always do a lot of things. We always do a lot of things at the same time, so. You must never play anything other than Jank, Pookie says. For some reason, I've never been able to get into the 3D Zelda games. Even Breath of the Wild. I love me some top-down stuff. My favorite is probably Link's Awakening on the Game Boy. The color remake is superior, with A Link Between Worlds on the 3DS is probably my runner-up. I didn't finish A Link Between Worlds. I played part of it, but I didn't make it all the way through that one. Another challenge complete. Not perfect, but complete. Ooh, now we've got some bigger challenges coming up. These are all single floor challenges here. Red Chasm. I prefer the Switch remake of Link's Awakening, Greg says. The Switch remake is probably objectively the best way to play Link's Awakening. Well, really, there's no probably about it. That's the best way to play that game. But I do prefer the 8-bit art style of the original. The sort of Toys to Life style that they went with the remake, which, you know, is like Nintendo's style for everything they do nowadays. The sort of Toys to Life style it looks really good, but still doesn't top the 8-bit. I don't have very many Pikmin left. Oh, thank goodness. If I have to break open the geyser, there's no way. Oh, they're eating all my Pikmin. We're doomed. This is gonna fail. Well, that was horrible. Well, I don't know what we're saving, but sure. From the top. You have to redo the whole thing if you end up not succeeding? Of course. It's a challenge. How is this guy still alive? Yeah, we got much better RNG with this floor this time, I think. Good try, thank you. Rush Pirate, ahoy, welcome in. Feel pretty good. I actually made it through the first stage with skill alone in Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I love to hear it, Rush Pirate. Congratulations. I saw you were playing that earlier, and I tuned in just a moment too late. Your thumbnail for your stream was on the continue screen, but when I tuned in, you were on a BRB, and when you came back, you said something about playing Banjo-Kazooie, which is another game I really love, but my heart was set on Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and I missed it. Master Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. Whoa, Doe is here. Welcome in, Doe. Great to see you again. I hope you've been well. And thank you for the gift sub. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Viewer support is what will keep the stream healthy and happy. And I guess I gotta say to Pookie Stan, take a key for coming in. Tuesday, you may be the same. You may be the first person I've ever seen to @ themselves in Twitch chat. I'm not saying you're the first person who's ever done it, but I think you're the first person I've ever seen. One second on the clock and we escape. I'm rewinding the chat here for just a moment because I feel like I missed a lot of stuff. If you said something in the chat and I haven't responded to it, I mean, I don't necessarily read out loud or comment on everything written in the chat. But if you said something that was directed toward me that kind of prompted a response and I seem to have missed it, my apologies. I think I've done a fairly good job at keeping up, but I'm not always perfect at it. Alright, another one complete. Trampled Garden, Twilight Garden. Let's do one of these. Let's do one of these bigger caves, and then we'll go back. We'll save some of the smaller ones. I think it'll be good to have some smaller ones mixed in. Enjoying the stream, Frownie. Thank you, Doe. I'm doing my best. I've been having a rough time with that Scooby-Doo game the past couple nights. That Scooby-Doo game it's been pretty miserable. It's treated me really badly the past couple nights. But Pikmin is usually a good time. I'm happy to pick it up. I'm not really crazy about this challenge mode. It just, it doesn't do, I don't know what it is either. It just doesn't do quite as much for me as the main game did. Seem to be on a time crunch on this floor. I think they might get this out of the ground, but I don't think there's any way they're going to get it turned in. Well, we tried. Onward we go. Yeah, we got a lot more time for this floor, it would seem. I'm looking for buried treasures, but... There we go. I didn't think I was going to find any. Okay, that's it for this floor. Onward. I like that all these floors here are fairly simple. Oh, yuck. Oh, we have to fight this guy. Alright, that actually wasn't that bad. This looks like a jawbone. It's a seashell. A jawbone, run, Frownie, it's Echo again. Yeah, I mentioned the other day, I just trimmed the highlight video for Echo. For the YouTube archive. I don't know when it's actually going to be published, but those are not good memories to relive. It's just the last level and boss is all that I preserved from that playthrough. But I mean the whole archive is there, but I mean so far as what I trimmed out to highlight. Oh no. The last boss of Echo the Dolphin is so terrible. It's so terrible in every way. It's a giant alien head, and it's constantly firing projectiles at you, and minor enemies are coming in from the walls, and you have to remove its eyes, and then you have to remove its jawbone. But when you remove its jaw, it immediately grows another jaw, and it does that like 3 or 4 times. And the jaw is the worst, because if the jaw, like the alien head can suck you in like a vacuum, and the jaw will chew you, and it's basically instant death. I mean, you can escape, but it's not. It's really not gonna happen. And the thing is, the worst thing is, like, you have a projectile attack, and you can't use your projectile at all. Oh my goodness. You can't use your projectile at all against the boss. I mean, you can to remove the eyes, but to remove the jaw, you have to use a physical attack, and the boss hurts you on contact. And you don't want to get near the jaw because of the vacuum move. Oh, it's just a perfect storm of awfulness. I know I'm telling so many of you, you know, what you already know, but I just need the catharsis. So let's power everyone up. This is the last thing. Let's get out of here quickly, right? I think we'll get a perfect this time. We didn't. Shows how much I know. All right. Single floor challenge. Probably gonna stick with this. My plan is to stick with this for about another hour, my friends. We'll probably end, you know, closer to the 5.5, 6 hour mark. There are so many treasures. don't know if there are a lot more buried treasures or not. I kind of expect... Oh. Something I kind of expected not, but... That's a rotary telephone dial. No time to turn it in. Well, we got a lot of treasures. I didn't get any of the buried treasures. And it's still perfect. I just don't... The scoring system doesn't make any sense. Oh, yeah, I want some concrete goals. I got 2 Pikmin. 2? Never mind. These 2 Pikmin are super good at tearing down walls for whatever reason. Oh. I finally saw the key. Like, way too late. I was under the assumption, I was thinking the key was probably buried somewhere. But this is never gonna happen. Unless the exit grows right next to us. Even then, I don't know if it's gonna make it. The exit did grow right next to us, didn't it? But I didn't have enough time to look for it. That's heartbreaking. Alright, well, we know what's up now. Forgot I could move the camera. Well, hello. Welcome in, friends. Thank you for the raid, Ultima CJ. Pleasure to have you with us. And who else do we have? Kawaii Peaches. I played VR for too long. It was great to see you again, VR. It's been a while. Thank you for joining us. And is that Ferrum Tusk? Welcome it as well. Welcome to Pikmin, my friends. So tell us about your stream, friends. What were you up to, CJ? Mega Man X4. How do you like Mega Man X4? I've heard not good things about that one, right? No. I think that's some of the later ones. If you want to use that link there to give you want to use that link there to give CJ a follow. I just startled myself with the what do you call it? The welcome video. About Tab says, just your average gamer here, new to Twitch, but I also host dozens of videos on my YouTube page. Also a video game creator on the side. Check out my project page, ultimacjproductions.com. I'm a variety content creator. Nice to meet you. Got some retro nights here. Right on. Hopefully I'll be able to catch you live. If our schedules line up, I'll definitely try and check out your stream sometime, my friend. Might take me a while to get to it. I tend to be kind of slow, but anyone who drops in for a raid, I definitely want to check out their content if the opportunity ever arises. Stepped away for one moment and a raid showed up. No worries, cows. CJ loved it. No anger. I see. Finished it in one sitting. Congratulations. Mega Man games tend to be pretty rough, in my opinion. I find them to be pretty hard. So finishing any Mega Man game in one sitting, I think is I think is an achievement to be commended. We've done I've played a couple of them. I've only played Mega Man X so far as the X series. I have only played the first one of those. When it comes to sort of the classic Mega Man, I've played 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, and we've done all of those on the stream except 2. Mega Man 1, I did Buster only. Buster only Mega Man 1 is a nightmare. It took me 7 hours. I did do that in one sitting. It wasn't my first time beating the game, but it was my first time Buster only, and it was a 7-hour nightmare. I was no good at it. But we tried to have fun. I told you he was a swell guy. Thank you for the the vote of what we say, vote of confidence. Thank you for the kind words, VR. Some anger, but not a lot of gamer. Just 2. Just 2 of those fights. Thanks for visiting my channel. Feels humbled. No problem. No, seriously. Anyone who drops in with a raid, I always try to take a peek at their channel, give them a follow, and hopefully actually watch when you're live. If, like I said, if our schedules line up appropriately. Mega Man X4 is pretty casual, even super casual if you play rookie mode. Don't own the game. I own the Mega Man X collection on the Switch, so I played it on that. Right on. I don't have a lot of the Mega Man titles, especially the later ones. I have them as ports on other consoles as well. I've got the anniversary collections on the PS2. That's where I own a lot of, especially the later Mega Man X games. Or I've got X2 and 3 on the Famicom, the Super Famicom, because the American releases of those games are crazy expensive. Anger is this Saturday on Code Vein. I don't know that game. X2 and X3 took a couple sittings. That game had anger. Fair enough. Thank you for the follows, my friends. Thank you, Ferrum Tusk. Thank you for the follow, and CJ. Much appreciated. Very nice to have you on board with us. Code Vein. I don't think I know what that is. Buster only Mega Man 1. Yeah, it's a nightmare. The Yellow Devil's just loads of fun. The Yellow Devil. So the thing about the Yellow Devil is he has a reliably predictable pattern, and it's really painful to like learn his pattern at first, but once you learn his pattern, he's actually really not that difficult. It's just the trouble is that he moves real fast, so your opportunities to learn his pattern, like you really have to be focused in and pay attention, and with stuff like that, I don't know. It's usually like you just have to talk your way through the pattern, I think. The worst thing about the Yellow Devil Buster only is so the Yellow Devil, like he's on one side of the room, and then like all of his pieces move across to put him on the other side. But then once he reforms, his eyeball can which is his weak point, can spawn anywhere in his body, and if you only have the Buster, like his eyeball can spawn too high up so that it's impossible to hit him. So you get whole cycles. You get whole cycles on Buster only Mega Man where you can't even damage the Yellow Devil, and so you could be dodging him perfectly, and he just wears you down by spawning his eyeball in the wrong place over and over again. That's the worst thing about that. But yeah, it's rough. I always cheese it with the select trick. I mean, fair enough. I'm a maniac. I'm crazy, and I always I'm very stubborn about trying to do everything in games like the hardest way possible a lot of times. And so I don't do a lot of stuff like that, myself, but I often wish I did. I don't know why I do these things to myself. I'm always punching above my weight class. We'll continue looking for the exit here while we continue to chat. So if you just come into the raid, I guess I should try and give a brief introduction of the channel. No, and myself. Look how close I was. I was tapping A, but I didn't get it. We'll have to try again. This is rough. These time limits are really tough. So I'm Frownie, of course. I stream several nights a week. We usually start up around 10:30 p.m. Central Time, give or take. Sometimes earlier, usually a little later. And we go for about 5 to 6 hours. Sometimes longer. um, I like to play primarily retro games. And I prioritize very strictly blind first playthroughs of games. So a lot of classic games I haven't gotten to yet. And sometimes we do challenge runs of some brutally difficult stuff like Contra and Super Ghouls and Ghosts. But mostly we try to keep things pretty relaxed. I like to promote a sort of mostly sort of family-friendly and chill environment so people can enjoy themselves while I suffer and struggle and cry my way through all these games. That's the gist of things. You typically stream from about 7:30 Central to about 10 Central. Right on. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Occasional bonus non-scheduled stream. That's great. That's going to give me a lot of opportunities to catch your stream. Hey, we're actually going to make it to another floor. Oh, nice. Community challenge is met on my channel, CJ says. Gotta do Mega Man 2 Buster only. No save states. I like Mega Man 2, so it'll be interesting. You can only use Buster when the boss is immune to it. I didn't know there were any bosses that were immune to the Buster, but I don't really know Mega Man 2 very well. I've only beaten Mega Man 2 once, and it was a long time ago. The only thing I really remember about Mega Man 2 is you use the metal blades all the time. There's that really difficult part where you have to, there's a bunch of turrets in the walls, and you have to use a particular weapon to get them too. I don't remember exactly how it goes, but I wish you luck with that. I'm sure it's gonna be challenging, but you know, hopefully a lot of fun. Dr. Wily Stage 3 Crash Man. And the final form, only the bubble work. Final form, Dr. Wily, only bubble work. Mega Man 2, Google. Google replies, did you mean Metal Blade 2? Yeah. That's the thing I remember about that game. I remember... I feel a little robbed by what just happened there. I got stuck because of the cutscene with the bomb guy next to me. What was I supposed to do? I remember hanging out in one particular area in the late game of Mega Man 2 to grind up some extra lives on my playthrough. But I don't, like I said, I don't know the game all that well. Friend David adores Pikmin. I'm a big Pikmin fan. So we just this is the challenge mode of Pikmin 2. It's just basically all these little bonus dungeons that are on a really strict timer. I'm not really crazy about this part of the game, but you know, I figure we might as well play through at least some of them, and so that's what we're doing tonight. We just finished our playthrough of the main game, and well, I guess the main game and the post game. We did a 100. We did that 100%. Got all the treasures. There are 201 treasures in this game. And we obtained them all. But yeah, this was my first playthrough of Pikmin 2, and it's really great. It's actually probably objectively better than Pikmin 1, but I think I prefer Pikmin 1 personally. I've only played that one once as well. We did that one on the stream last year. And it was a harrowing experience. I was shocked for the first time that Metal Man dies to his own weapon in like 2 hits. So much of that game. But yeah, his own weapon. Do you know, are any of the other bosses in the series weak to their own weapon? That's so odd. That's so odd that Metal Man would be weak to his own weapon. I wouldn't think that they would ever do that. Maybe that's why they did it. Maybe that's supposed to be like the surprise of it. Did the game glitch? Goes to show you learn new things every day. Certainly do. It would just be impossible to count, like how many times I've learned something about a game I thought I knew so well. It feels like it happens. It feels like it happens every day, like you said. feel like the game is tempting me to get rid of both of my white Pikmin, but I don't think I want to do that. Is that a skeleton in the background? That's too cool. That is. That's Isaac. He's usually in the background of the stream. He hangs out down here in my game room with me. He's been a good companion. And he's wearing his Mega Man hoodie right now too. So it's very appropriate that you would drop in after a Mega Man game. I'm doing just a really bad job right now. I was hoping I would find something buried. I don't guess there is any buried treasure. Isaac is a big fan of the stream. He's got a front row seat too. Best seat in the house. He's got a better seat than me even, because I sit too close to my TV. Unless he has a bone to pick with me. Oh my goodness. Do you see that? There was a 0 on the screen. I almost timed out again. Guess you could say he's dying to see all the content. We'll go make the camera big for a moment. So yeah, let me move out of Isaac's way a little bit there. So yeah, he's got his Mega Man hoodie. I got a lot of Mega Man stuff out right now on the top shelf. Probably can't see it all that well. Got some stuff on the very top, and then I've got like manga and figures and most of my Mega Man cartridges. There's the PSP games and Mega Man X over there. I've got the Rockman 7, Rockman X 1 through 3, and the a couple of the Famicom Rockman games up there. Got some Funko Pops and the 6 NES Mega Man games and a couple of the Game Boy ones. So we got a lot of Mega Man stuff on display. It's been like that for a couple months now. Wario's on the other bookshelf right now. Master Tuesday. He hasn't gone anywhere. You have the same Toon Link plushie, right? Right on. A nice game collection, thank you. Yeah, I've been I've been collecting retro games for quite a while. I built up a really nice, it's not the largest collection in the world and they're the most complete, but it's a pretty nice collection. I got into retro game collecting really early. That's the thing. I've got a lot of I have a lot of Mega Man plushies too. I've got like a couple different Mega Mans and Rush, but they're all over there on the other bookshelf right now. They were over here, but I want to install a neon sign up there, and I cleared them out, and I just never get around to putting the sign up. Welcome in, Jay. Oh, hey, it Jay. Welcome in, Jay. Pleasure to have you here. And I have no idea how to answer your question, Jay. I'm lacking in enough information. Been lurking for a while. Working on stuff. Right on. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate that, my friend, of course. Alright, get my big head out of the way. Look, we got a perfect score on that one. It's been a while since I've got a perfect. Yeah, I play pretty much exclusively on original hardware. We do use a C64 Mini for Commodore games, and I do play ports and virtual console releases from time to time, but as often as I can, I try to stick to original hardware. I'm lucky enough to have a lot of this stuff, so I feel like whenever I can, I really need to use it. But it's all just about, I got into retro game collecting real early. Like, I started buying NES and SNES games at the end of the N64's lifespan, and I never really stopped working on my collection, even though I didn't play a whole lot of games. Around the first year or two into the GameCube's lifespan, I pretty much stopped playing games, except for the odd retro game here and there. But I never stopped buying them, and just getting into it early when people didn't care about retro games as a hobby really made it affordable. But I don't do a whole lot of adding to the collection. It's become a hobby that's very difficult to break into now. The collecting aspect, that is. Fortunately, the most important part, the actual playing of the games, there's lots of great ways to emulate these games, so we're all very fortunate for that. It's a reference to Terminal Montage? I don't think I know who that is. but fair enough. Thought about getting a C64 Mini. A friend of mine has one. Some of those games are worth bank. Some of them are, yeah, some of them are pretty expensive. I've got a couple games that have become really pricey, but I try for the most part to have things in my collection that I actually want to play, and not so much things that are just rare and expensive for the sake of being rare and expensive. I don't think there's anything wrong with collecting, but collecting that way. By all means, if you have the money and it's what you want to do, you know, build a collection however you like. But it doesn't really interest me as much. The C64 Mini is really good. It's not without, it's not without its flaws, but it's a really good way to enjoy some of those old Commodore games. The biggest problem with the C64 Mini is you have to like Commodore games. They can be kind of rough to get into if you don't already have a taste for them, I think. A lot of them. Tio makes crazy videos, very intense videos with parodies of video games. Like, it'll be worth checking out. I don't think we're gonna be able to collect all of these treasures. I think I gotta get out of here. Does drawn YouTube videos that summarize what speedruns look like in universe and whatnot? Lots of comedic stuff. The term Kirby threw a giant robot into space and then cut it up using a lightsaber while Metal Gear music played in the background, that sort of thing. I like that concept. All right, let's see. I'm really approaching these in kind of a scattered order here. Post a video in the Discord. Right on. Thank you, Jay. That will greatly increase my ability to remember to check it out. Uh-oh. Don't just stand around, everybody. Alright, I saw there was a poison spider in here. You can't fool me. Oh my goodness, what is this giant room? I don't know what they dug up. A kid's cartoon of the entirety of Super Metroid, except Samus is a speedrunner and constantly uses speedrunning glitches throughout. That's fine. They can work on that while we work on this. I can't believe none of these were fire spiders. I can't believe I haven't found a key now that I think about it. Oh, there's a spider web. There's a boss in here. There it is. That stuff isn't important. The key is important. Everybody come with me and try not to get annihilated. There we go. We'll leave a few behind. Well, I lost a few, but... overall, we're doing okay. That's it. Oh no, if we have to open the geyser, we're doomed. I'm not gonna make it over there. Oh, this was all a waste. Time over. Very sad, my friends. We'll get it this time, though. This time I know what to do, so... Alright, eliminate these spiders, because they'll cause me all kinds of trouble later if we don't. Found out this week, did you know a new N64 game came out in 2019? I did not know that. What is it? What kind of game is it, and who made it? Did it get a physical release, or is it just a ROM? People are still making NES games as well? I was aware that NES games appear every now and then. N64 is more surprising to me. Is it actually like an N64 like caliber type of game though? Would be my question. about that because, like, I know that like Dreamcast games are still being released all the time, but I mean, for the most part, they're not really Dreamcast games. They're just simple indie games that could run on a lot of different stuff that they're putting on the Dreamcast. Which it's cool that they're actually pressing and releasing Dreamcast, discs, but at the same time, they're not really making games that are what the Dreamcast is capable of. True. Game is 40 Winks. Oh, I've heard of that. It's a platformer. Admittedly, the N64 version is a port from PlayStation, but it's all legit. And yes, you can buy a physical cartridge. I've actually heard of that. I wouldn't have remembered it if you, I mean, clearly, until being told about it. But I do recall that being a thing. Where on earth is the exit? I thought it was on that side of the world, but it appears to be on the other. Well, I don't think we're going to get a lot of this stuff. But we tried our best, right? I always wanted to give NES Maker a try. Make my own NES games. People use that to make games for the NES. It's pretty neat. I don't think I've ever heard of that. I like the idea. I like the idea of you know, I think everyone likes the idea of making a game. Everyone who's into games, right? To some degree, but I don't think I'm creative enough. Hats off to people who can actually do it. Oh my goodness. This is going to be just like the last one. This is a situation I did not want to happen. I think it's cool that people are still making games for older platforms. Agreed. Olimar's not doing so well. Like when indie developers make pixel style like games, the old school vibe to it. Maybe not be retro, but it's definitely cool. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of a good retro throwback game. Probably the best one I've played. Best ones I played recently. It's not really very recent, but if you have a Switch, um, Kaze and the Wild Masks. It might have been on other things than the Switch. I played it on the Switch. That game is really good. And Super Cyborg. That game's on a lot of stuff. If you like Donkey Kong Country 2, then Kaze is a really good game to play. And if you like Super C, then Super Cyborg is a really good game to play. There are other floors to this cave. I thought this was a one-floor cave. Crash, my brain is sleepy. Nice to meet you and hope to see you again. Thank you, CJ. Again, I appreciate the raid and the follow. Thank you very much for that. I'll definitely try to check in when I catch you live and hope get a chance to enjoy one of your streams. But I hope you have a good night for now, my friend. Sleep well. Okay, final floor. Here we are. Oh, Olimar's health came back. Alright, that didn't go great, but wasn't the worst experience I've ever had. Although Louie's hurt pretty bad. Okay, I think we're safe to start harvesting treasures now. No, don't join me. Pikmin are just frustratingly helpful so much of the time. What I'm gonna do is leave Louie over here. No, don't go to Louie. Oh well. So when it's time to get out of here, we can just switch real quick. And away we go. All right, another one complete. So we've done now not quite half the challenges, but a good number of them. I think we'll do more of these. We might just go ahead and get a complete on all of them, but I think that's going to be it for tonight, my friends. I'm wearing down energy-wise. We're about to hit the 6-hour mark. It's been a good time. We made some actual tangible progress in Scooby-Doo and left off in a really good spot. So we'll pick up Scooby-Doo again tomorrow night. We'll pick up Scooby-Doo again tomorrow night. And we'll do something else in the second half, something retro. I'm not exactly sure what. I'll try to let you know in the Discord a little bit ahead of time. There are a couple different things we've been working on. Or I may just pull out something new. I don't know. But it'll be more Scooby-Doo for the first part. Really trying to finish that game. Don't know if it's gonna happen, and then something retro in the second part. If you want to stay on the line with me for a moment, I am gonna look around and see if there's somebody we might raid. There's not a whole lot going on right now. Generally, if you're not on when I'm on late as well, it's hard to find anyone else. C64 maybe. We will do more C64 on the stream, Sparrow. I don't think that we're going to I don't think we're going to do it for a little while. Like I said, I need to get a gamepad. Before we can make C64 a thing again. I need to get a gamepad and get it working because I have that joystick. I am not a joystick guy. You want a gamepad for yours? Yeah, I've definitely got to get a gamepad. All right, thank you for your patience, my friends. I'm gonna push us in the direction of Cat Collad. They do a lot of retro streams. They do a lot of no mic retro streams. So they're probably not going to be talking very much or interacting um, with the viewers, at least not through mic a whole lot. But I'm feeling kind of low energy, and that's the kind of thing that I think I would like to lurk. That'd like to lurk around at the moment, and they come by our stream, and keep us company sometimes. So it's nice to give them a raid every once in a while. So that's the direction I'm gonna push us in, my friends. So hopefully you want to come along with that. But like I said, yeah, more Scooby-Doo tomorrow night and something else retro. Hopefully I'll get to see you for that, and if not that, something in the near future. I appreciate you being here for the stream, my friends. Thank you so much for your wonderful company, and I hope that I get to enjoy having you around again in the very near future. But that's all I have for you tonight, my friends. It's time for us to head out, so let's go on an adventure.